Good morning. It is Tuesday. I don't even know what date it is. October 9th, I think it is. I'm about to do a quick get ready with me. I have to take Akina to go get her shots, and I figured why not just do a quick get ready with me and talk to you guys about certain things that's been on my mind. So yeah. I already washed my face and everything. I don't know what this is. I think it's a pimple that's like trying to come through. If you were wondering what that noise is, it's one of those automatic air freshener things. But I don't know if it's like a pimple coming through. Normally I don't do my makeup on a regular basis, but today I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I feel like I should start doing things to make myself feel good. Wearing makeup doesn't make me really, in a sense, make me feel good, but it's all about your perception. So when you look good and when you see yourself, like, you feel good about yourself. So I'm going to do my makeup and my hair and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to get ready now. So I don't really know what this conversation is going to be about. All I do know is that, my stomach, I don't know if y'all heard that. But yeah, I don't know what this conversation is going to be about. I just know that, in my spirit is like telling me that I need to say some things. Maybe it could help somebody else, or possibly it's something that I need to get off my chest, instead of like holding on to it or something. But since I started doing YouTube consistently and faithfully every day, I'm starting to see that the image that other people want me to portray, or the things that people want me to do in order for me to succeed, I get how it may appear lighter, and it kind of is, but I'll tone it down with bronzer. Hold on. I know some people's intentions may be genuine and real, and their intentions aren't to be nice or something like that. I get it. You know, not everybody is out to be negative or ignorant, but one thing I've learned years ago was that, you know, how we perceive things can either get a response or a reaction out of us, and sometimes the truth hurts, and then there's times where people are just straight out ignorant and rude about it, but I don't allow things to affect me in that way. I'm the type of person that will take a negative and turn it into a positive, and sometimes I do take the comment with a grain of salt and just let it roll off my shoulders. But I'm human, so just like anybody else, sometimes things do bother me, but I feel like if it bothers me, then I feel like all the light died. My battery's about to die, so I need to hurry up. I feel like if it really bothers me, or I feel some type of way about it, it generally means that I feel there's some truth behind what people are saying. I feel like I need to work on what it is that bothers me, or what I feel like what they're saying is true. And basically that's all about self-reflection. That's how I look at. You wanna go bye-byes? Real mom life stuff. Like, I'm not even gonna avoid trying to keep her out or anything. But yeah, I don't I don't want, like, basically that's how I feel about certain things, is that if I feel like it bothers me, or I feel like I feel some type of way about it, basically I have to look within myself and see why I feel what people are saying is true, or why I feel like it stirs up those type of emotions in me, and I try to figure out the why and how I can change within myself about it. Sometimes there's people that say things and it's not true, and I feel like this just hurt after I do the work to change myself. But another thing I realized since I started doing YouTube consistently is that I can't please everybody, and I'm human. I can't make everybody happy, and I was never trying to make everybody happy or please everybody, but I think saying it out loud and telling you guys or some people that, you know, I can't do what you want me to do, it's just not possible, and it's illogical to assume that I can do everything or do anything to make you feel good. What I choose to do should not equate to your happiness or to make you feel good when you watch my videos. My videos are not going to always be happy. They're not always going to be exciting. They're not always going to be fun. There's going to be sometimes where my videos do stir up emotions, where you'll get pissed off or you'll get annoyed. But it's, in a sense, I also want people to get to think. That's really what I want people to do, is think, and not just about me. I want you to think about your own self in some situations, because best believe I'm constantly thinking. I'm always thinking about different ways that I can improve myself as a person. Sometimes we don't realize that when we allow what we see on YouTube and what we see on TV and everything actually does affect us in many different ways. It may not always be negative, but what you put into your environment or into your life, you tend to absorb that energy into your life. And this is the reason why I don't really watch TV. I know some people probably wondering why I don't really watch TV. It's not because we never had cable. In the hotel we had cable. We have internet, so it's not like I can't go find certain episodes to watch. And I do have certain shows that I like watching, but I feel like certain shows or certain things, I have to utilize my time, especially when it comes to time management. I don't have much time as it is, so to watch certain shows, I know in the end it affects what I'm trying to accomplish, so I don't really watch a lot of TV. Oh, you look so cute, Bubbles! Yeah. So I don't really watch a lot of TV. And if I do watch TV, it's because of the kids, or my mother-in-law's watching TV, or Leon's watching TV. Me and Leon are like science fiction nerds. We like Marvel and DC, and then we'll also watch like Supernatural.
Boo.
And we also watch like The 100. So we're like more sci-fi nerds than watching
I'm not a sci-fi nerd.
Yeah, you're not, but I am.
I ain't no sci-fi nerd.
So, like, if I do take the time and watch TV, then it will be something like that. It would never be, like, reality TV. I'm not really big on reality TV. I do enjoy watching, like, the Food Network with the kids. They like to watch challenges, like Chop and
Kids Baking Championship.
Yeah, the kids baking stuff. And so, like, if I do watch certain channels, it's not to feed into like the negativity. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not like that. I have my moments where I'll stop and me and Leon will get caught into like keeping up with the Kardashians, but it's not something that we are like faithful about watching. Like we have to set time aside to watch. Like I'm not big on TV or anything like that. Same with like social media. I follow a lot of people. Basically, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. I don't really follow a lot of celebrities or gossip sites or anything like that. I'm not really into that. I was looking at the stats on my blog, and it came, one of the referrals popped up for Lipstick Alley, and I was just like, huh? And I never heard of the site before, so I went to it, and then I saw that it was a gossip site, and I just X'd out of it. I really, like, if my name's up there and there's information about me on Lipstick Alley or any other gossip sites, I don't really care, because my thing is just your opinion of me is none of my business. That's one of the quotes that I really renaissance with, especially with trying to do YouTube and trying to be on social media and everything. Like, your opinion is really none of my business. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, so what you think of me is not going to benefit me in a sense. I don't really take it as harsh as some people would. But yeah, sometimes you really do, as I'm learning how to, like, the more I get bigger on my channel and the more views I get on my channel, I'm learning that sometimes you just have to ignore the shit. Kiara on Life of Cassell, she said the same thing on one of her videos the other day, and she said that sometimes you just have to ignore it, and I'm learning that sometimes you just do have to ignore it, and thanks to you guys hold me accountable and remind me, like, just don't respond to the shit. But, you know, for me, I genuinely like feedback from you guys, and I enjoy hearing the constructive criticism from you guys. So if I ask a question, it's usually to get, like, real feedback. It's not to start drama or anything like that, because I'm not a drama person. I really don't like having drama in my life. If I wanted drama and all that, I would just continue to be the same person I was when I first met Leon, because I had a lot of drama in my life back then. And mind you, I was a teen mom. I was 19, 18.
Wait, what?
So, what?
How old are you when you had me?
18.
That surprises.
I got pregnant when I was 17. I thought you knew that.
No.
I was in high school when I was pregnant with you. I graduated. I was wobbling and across the stage to get my diploma, and you were in my belly. You didn't know that?
Nope.
I thought you knew that.
No.
I don't want nobody to think like I feed into the drama or the negativity. Me and Leon are the type of people, because we hear it all the time from family, mostly my family, especially about and I wouldn't say like it's constructive criticism. It's more so like how bad people we are and how bad parents we are. We already hear that. So to hear it from other people that we don't know, it's like, okay. What I mean by like, I don't like I understand there's a difference between constructive criticism, but when people tell me that I should get my oldest Andrea, like at the time, because she was really struggling with school and everything, and how to have self-control, because she would just get up out of the classroom and just leave, but she just has a development delay. When some people were telling me like, oh, you should just get a social security check for her and get Section 8 and just that should just be your life, and I'm just like, for me, that's not constructive criticism. That's not the life that I want to live.
What's Section 8?
Section 8 is like subsidizing housing, where they pay a portion of your rent, or if I should just live in the projects and live there. I know some people have mentioned that to me, but that wasn't their intention for me to just live on that for the rest of my life. It was just for them to say, just utilize it, and then once you're done, get off of it. But I've had people in my family tell me, like, you should just get on Section 8 or get live in the projects and get your child on Social Security and live off of her money
Mom.
for the rest of your life, and basically be stuck in this life that they lived, if that makes sense. Like, the same life that they would expect me to live and what they will want.
No.
It's like, that's not who I am, and that's not what I want. I want more out of life, and there's nothing wrong with my child to where she needs to get a disability check. What? Can I do my makeup?
Mom, do you know what BITY means?
She said no. What?
Do you know what BITY means?
B-I-T. Bitty?
No. Be inspired to yourself.
Oh, that's so cute. And that's so true. Who told you that?
No, I just had that idea just now.
Oh, you just came up with it yourself?
I don't know if it already makes sense to some people, so I'm not pretty sure.
Well, how about you tell everybody else what that means? She said B-I-T-Y, and she said be inspired to be yourself. And
I didn't say B-I-B-Y.
oh, well, what was it?
B-I-T-Y. Be inspired to yourself.
Okay.
Not
She didn't want to come on camera and say it, but that was her little acronym. Wait, isn't that an acronym?
Or like quotes. Say quotes.
I don't know. I'm not really like a type of person to get hung up on certain things, because basically what's already said in the comments was already said to me by family members. When I got pregnant with Akina, my grandmother, my mom's mom, she basically told me that I would amount to nothing. I would just be like my mother, and I should just continue to collect Social Security checks, which at the time I wasn't getting disability or anything. I was getting death benefits from my dad because my dad passed away. And she said that, and at the time I was going through a lot of mental issues at the time, and I was going through, like, I was dealing with, like, therapy and everything, and I was dealing with, like, my past and a lot of the emotional shit that I was going through, with my adoptive parents, my aunt and uncle, and my mom, my birth mom. So, like, and I'm staying with my grandmother at the time because me and my mom had a falling out, and my grandmother, she was like that I can stay with her in the meantime. Yeah, and, like, my grandmother, she told me, like, because I found out I was pregnant with Akina in November, and she was like that you're just going to be like your mom. You're not going to amount to anything. You're just going to be a lazy bitch and live off of welfare and Social Security for the rest of your life. And that shit hurt. Like, it really hurt me to the core. And instead of allowing that to affect me, especially being the fact that I was a teenager and I was going through my own, like, mental issues at the time, because I was taking medication. I was taking, I believe I was taking Prozac at the time for depression and everything, and to this day I strongly believe birth control was the cause of this, like, my depression, and it was a side effect of it. So I was on birth control and I was taking Prozac at the same time. And just so happened my birth control failed to me. But I had this beautiful baby over here, so I can't be mad. Birth control.
What's that?
It's to help prevent you from getting pregnant when you're old enough and you're ready to have sex. You can decide if you want to get birth control so you don't get pregnant. I personally don't think it's a good idea to get birth control because that shit made me crazy. Yeah. But it's your body and you can decide what you want to do with it.
So far, these things are too many.
It's not enough for you. But yeah, so yeah, like, my grandmother, she said that to me, and then I proved her wrong. I graduated from high school. I even invited her to go to my graduation, and she never came. And it didn't really bother me or affect me that she didn't show up. It actually, like, was a huge motivation for me. And it showed me that when you prove people wrong, it makes them more mad, or they feel like some type of way more than how you would have felt in that moment when they did say whatever they said to you at the time. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me anymore. I moved on from it. Like, I've talked to my grandmom about it and everything like that, and it doesn't affect me like it used to. And same thing with, like, my own mom, she said a lot of ignorant things to me.
She really likes those chewy bars.
You shouldn't give her any.
That's what did it!
My mom has said some really fucked up shit to me, to where if it was anybody else, they would have tried to commit suicide. I'm just being honest. There was a couple of times that, well, I wouldn't say there was a couple of times. There was one time that, I don't know what I did. I don't remember. Probably did something, because I was doing shit that I ain't had no business doing. But my uncle said something to me, and I don't know what it did, but, like, it really, like, triggered me to the point where, I tried to commit suicide. I swallowed a whole bunch of pills and ended up having to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped. That shit sucked. Never tried that shit again. Ever. Because that shit sucked. Kids, don't ever in your life swallow a whole bunch of pills. Because the feeling after the fact, you would hate your life. You would think that life sucks in that moment, but after they pump your stomach and you have to go through the side effects of all that, you would hate life even more.
My hair's pretty.
You are pretty.
I don't know about that.
Well, you know what I said before. You have to believe it. Everybody else can say it all they want, but if you don't believe it, you don't believe it. You have to believe it yourself, babe. It'll take a while for you to get to that point. It took me a while to believe that I was pretty too. But yeah. So my mom has said, like, some really fucked up shit to me. So it's funny to me when people are on the channel saying, like, oh, CPS should be involved, da-da-da. I've had CPS involved in my life. My mom called CPS on me once, but the story she told to CPS was a whole bunch of lies. She told, it's funny now because I can look back and laugh at it, and I forgave her for it, and I've allowed her back in my life and everything like that, even despite everything that she said at that moment. So I can look back and laugh at it and not be upset about it. She told CPS that I escaped from a mental institution and kidnapped my daughter, this one here, the oldest, from her dad.
Why wouldn't you do such a thing?
Because it wasn't true.
Because it was true?
No, it wasn't true. And then she said that I showed up at her house, and when I didn't allow her to stay, like, let me stay there with her, that I threatened her to kill her and chop her up in pieces and feed her to a dog. Yeah. So, and Leon was with me when the information was, and me and Leon just, like, looked at each other and laughed. And I know the guy, the CPS caseworker was probably like, the fuck is wrong with these people? But when I broke it down and explained to them that my mother is bipolar manic depressed, like, she has manic bipolar depression disorder or something like that, that's when he was like, oh. And at the time I explained to him that my mother was using, and that's when they kind of understood why that was happening. But yeah, I've had my experience with CYS, and
it doesn't seem strange. It seems strange that you'd kidnap me.
Yeah, I didn't kidnap you. They even got your dad involved and, like, talked to him, and he's like, no, I don't even have a place to live for me to have custody of you. I mean, like, he told them the truth and explained to them that, like, I wasn't like that.
Well, at least he finally told the truth.
He wasn't that bad of a guy. He just had his own issues, too. And it was just, like, and, I mean, I told you guys that, like, the relationship was toxic and abusive. It wasn't just him. I was abusive and toxic as well. We just wasn't meant for each other. We were young and we were not ready to be parents at all. I can say that now, that we were not ready in any kind of way at all to be parents or to be in a relationship. I wasn't ready to be in a relationship or a committed relationship like that. And now that I know what I know now, I was never monogamous, even back then in high school. I never cheated on your dad, but I understand now that the reason why I struggled so hard and I was never happy in that relationship was because I wasn't monogamous and I wanted to be with other people and I wanted to explore. I mean, I was young. I was still a teenager. I still wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I still wanted to be with other people and experience different things, which is normal for any kid. So this is what I do. Look.
You can never tell our emotions.
Just apply it right there. You don't want a whole lot of this because this shit. You see how that pop? Popping.
Why do you people see that? It doesn't even look like it.
Look at this side. You don't see nothing? And then you see this sign, and it's like, BAM! Oh.
I don't know what just happened there.
See it now? See it? I know y'all see it.
It's like a shiny cheekbone.
Pretty much. That's what shiny cheekbones do. And then down the middle.
Ew.
Yep. Some people have had it right here. I don't really care for it right there. But I just put it there just to show you. And then put it right here. In your eyebrow.
Every time I go to a new school or meet somebody new, they always wonder why do I have this black dot on my lip.
They be trying to scratch it off for you?
No. They'd be like, what is that on your lip? And I was like, oh, it's a mole.
Yeah, she has a mole on the bottom of her lip. And
basically in the middle.
For the longest, I used to try and, like, rub it off. And then I realized it was a mole. She'd be like, what are you doing, Mom? And I'd be like, something on your lips. Come to find out it was a mole. Poor kid. And it wasn't just me. It would be like her grandmom, Laura Lee. She would try to do the same thing. And Leon's mom, they would be like, it's that. Trying to rub it off. And it was actually a mole. The mole grew on her bottom lip.
Daddy's back.
I see. I got eyeballs. But I'm done. That's my look. I gotta do my hair, though.
Can you do the video?
My hair ain't gonna be, anything spectacular. I'm just gonna put some conditioner in it and brush it.
Flip it to the side.
Roll it out. Yep, and flip it to the side.
I wish I could do that with my hair, but it doesn't do that.
Oh, well. You just need some hairspray to hold it.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that. It'll just go, I put it to the side and it'll just go like this.
Well, I kind of molded my hair and I kind of forced it to do that. Because I shaved the side of my head.
That surprises.
You don't remember when I shaved the side of my head?
No!
Don't hold on to that. Yeah, I shaved the side of my head. Oh, no, I forgot to put on mascara. Yeah, put this in that bag for me.
What do you need mascara for?
So my eyelashes popping. It won't look right if I don't. Ah, my God! That's what I get for trying to multitask. I was trying to look over there at the same time I was doing my mascara. And I'm going to leave this in the video, too. So y'all can laugh at me, because apparently I suck at this shit. I ain't going to even, like, I'm not a booty. I ain't got no booty. I'm not no beauty guru, and I don't.
There's this guy on YouTube named Manny, and he knows how to do his makeup.
Yeah, I know that guy. Why you shudder?
Because it doesn't seem right in the way, and when he does his makeup, it doesn't seem right.
Why? Because he's a guy?
Yes, that, and he looks weird.
Well, you'd be surprised. Guys do makeup better than women do. And I think it should be illegal for guys to be able to do makeup better. Not in, like, I feel some type of way or I think it's wrong or anything, but because they be doing it better than me. So I don't think I'm, like, a pro at this. I thought about going to school to be, like, a makeup artist and get my license to do this, but I'm not passionate about it like I used to be. And not only that, like, I don't want to work for anybody. I know now I know that I can be a makeup artist and do freelance by myself without having to work for a company or anything. But back then, I didn't know that. I thought, like, you had to go to school. And, like, the beauty academy that they have out here mostly focuses on hair. And I'm not going to school to do hair. I want to go to school to do makeup. And the requirements that they have there, because I had a friend that went there, and they would chop her hair and dye it and bleach it, and I ain't about that shit. Somebody touch my hair and chop it, like, this shit is long as all heck. And to have somebody touch my hair like that,
and chop it off,
and they're a student and they're not a professional and they don't know what they're doing, yeah, we gonna be fighting, we gonna be scrapping. That's my look, and that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. If anything else that you haven't gotten from this video because of my crazy ass, and I'll be all over the place, just be yourself, and like Akina said, be inspired to be yourself.
Just inspired.
Just inspired?
There's no B for that.
Whatever.
But B-I-T-Y.
Be inspired to be yourself.
No. Be inspired to yourself.
Oh, to yourself. Oh, okay. Excuse me. But, yeah, just be yourself. You can't make everybody happy. It's impossible. Don't put that pressure on yourself to do what other people want you to do. Just focus on you and what makes you happy. For the longest time, I used to try and be somebody I'm not, to get validation and to be loved and to be respected.
Here,
and it was difficult for me to live my life the way I wanted to live it. I was so focused on pleasing everybody and making everybody else happy that I lost myself in the process. Which is why I'm where I am now in my life. I tried everything to accommodate everyone else instead of just focusing on me and what it is that I wanted for myself and for my family. And instead of asking for advice, you already know the answer. That's the one thing that I had to learn over the years, is that you already know what you need for you, and you already know the answer to the questions that you're asking to everybody.
I said, let's go eat Nana, and when I said it doesn't seem right, because she calls her a banana,
Nana,
she calls it Nana instead of banana, and so then when I said Nana, and then I was like,
yeah, so yeah, instead of asking a whole bunch of people, like, when you talk about your problems and you try to get advice from other people, don't do it. You already know the answer, you already know what you have to do. Basically, you're just trying to get confirmation or get validation for what it is that you want to do with your life, and you already know the answer. You already know what it is that you want and what you want to accomplish, and you don't need anybody else's validation or anybody else's confirmation.